art, Gayo Taco. Anybody remember what Gayo Taco translates from Japanese? Fish rubbing! Wow! Hi, my name is Joe Mullins, and today I'm here at Grimes Elementary School in Mount Vernon, New York, and I'm in the class of Ms. Brown. And we are going to do a workshop on Gayo Taco, which translates to fish rubbing. I'm going to give you a very brief description and a demonstration of how to make a Gayo Taco print. Look at the teeth on that. Those are this fish's teeth. It loves shrimp, but it will actually eat anything that it can fit in its mouth. Come up, you can touch it. Gayo Taco is a Japanese word. Gayo translates to fish, taco translates to rubbing. So really what we're making is a fish rubbing. Okay, this is all the way from the Pacific. This art form started as a folk art. We're going to do the whole nice long brush strokes. All the way to this tail. Look at that tail.
Okay, now you want to get some of the teeth. We really want to get the teeth on this wall, right?
We're also going to talk a little bit about science, a little bit about the environment, a little bit about the local waterways, and a little bit about basic fish anatomy. All right, later on, put your hands up. How they survive, how they interact with the other sea creatures, and what is eating what in our waterways. The condition of our waterways, and quite frankly, how to catch a fish. Look at that. Look at that beastly looking. The fishermen developed this artwork basically as a record keeping, so when they got back, they could show their friends and family what they pulled out of the sea that day. Because back in the mid-1800s, the Japanese fishermen were going further and further out to sea. They were catching more and more exotic sea creatures, and they wanted to share this with their friends and family. And so this is the artwork that came from that. This is the art style that came from that. Gayo Taco. It's a fish rubbing. It's a very simple form of nature printing. We do it with second graders, we do it with kindergartners, we do it all the way straight up to high school. Okay, the basic ingredients for this is a paintbrush, ink or paint, and a funky looking fish. So, very simply, this is acrylic paint. The traditional prints that the fishermen made were using sumi ink on silk. It's very important to get a very thin coating of paint on the fish. And then what you do is you take the cardboard out that has all the paint on it. Hold on to that. Don't forget to wash your hands. You have pen on your hands now. And you lay it down on a nice clean copy board. And take that paper very simply, very simple. Roll it out and just rub gently. And you can see the image come up on the reverse side very quickly. And that's basically it. A little bit of rubbing, just like it says, fish rubbing. See, that's a nice print. It came very thin layer. So it really creates a lot of detail. This is a very interesting fish. Some people call it the most important fish in the sea. It's a herring that actually filters out all of the algae out of the water. This is called the Pacific cutlass. It's very popular in the Korean neighborhoods. And I got this in a Korean fish market. As you can see, as we discussed in the classroom, this is a predator fish. How do I know that? Look at the size of the eye. Look where the eye is. It's looking straight ahead. Look at the size of this mouth. Look at the teeth on this fish. Look at the teeth on that. Those are this fish's teeth. We talked about how those fish interact with other fish, their habitat in Long Island Sound and in the Hudson River, and we talk about their life cycles. And it's very important that we talk about the anatomy of the fish and how you can really tell what a fish does for a living and how it survives in the sea by its shape. The program is 50% artwork, and it's 50% science environmental. Some of the main questions that I get from the students, especially when I talk about the anatomy of the fish, I have the fish right with me. We talk about the dorsal fin, the pelvic fin, and we also talk about the fish gills. The kids are absolutely amazed that this is how the fish breathes. And they're absolutely amazed when they find out that the fish actually breathe oxygen just like we do. Why is this piece of artwork important? Hopefully, when they keep this piece of artwork, when they get this home and they look at this later on, they're going to remember the 5 main fins of the fish. They're going to remember how Long Island Sound was formed and how the Hudson River was formed and the importance of the Hudson River in our history and the development of our country.
Oh, wonderful. This is a really wonderful class. This is the same class that worked with Arts Westchester last year, so they kind of know the routines. They are very receptive to the artists. I think that's beautiful. The light is coming through. And this has been a really special experience. It's even for me. I've never done this before. I've always shied away from it before because I didn't want to get
I think they liked it.
So yes, it was fun and it was educational for me, as well as the children.
So the anatomy of the fish will tell you what it does for a living and how it survives in the sea. If the kids walk away with that basic knowledge of the 5 fins and the importance of those 5 fins and what those fins can tell you about the fish, we've hit a home run.